is a crucial possession for him.
Defense has been causing a lot of rush shots.
Working it around, going inside, and rejected. Oh, what a great swat.
Bring that weak stuff in here.
2K, 2K.
So amazing, undefeated. Who could see him? Who could beat him? Nobody.
Is he the champion?
I'm a legend, I'm the greatest. Many tried, but they couldn't fade me. Know why?
Is he the champion?
See, I be on my grind. Let's see who first to the finish line.
Is he the champion?
Take my time, and the victory will be mine.
'Cause I'm a champion.
Back against the wall, I'm a baller, so I'm just ballin'. Say what up to Mr. Spalding when I'm in these streets crawling. Could be buzzing in New Orleans or nicking through New York. Man, there's so much heat at this Miami airport. I be flying through the shy on them 23s, but it be 24s when I'm in LA on my home court. See the palm trees, the scene, California breeze by the Phoenix sun, wipe the sweat off a Sacramento King. I be trailblazing in Portland, playing my jazz, getting chased by Timberwolves when the thunder start to flash. Walked out the storm, survived like a warrior, never be defeated, always victorious. So amazing, undefeated. Who could see him? Who could beat him? Nobody.
Is he the champion?
I'm a legend, I'm the greatest. Many tried, but they couldn't fade me. Know why?
Is he the champion?
See, I be on my grind. Let's see who first to the finish line.
Is he the champion?
Take my time, and the victory will be mine.
'Cause I'm a champion.
I reign supreme, never dreamed of being nothing less. On the court in New Jersey, tangled up inside the nets. Pace yourself, young, and start chasing the bucks, and you can bypass the moon like a rocket. Everything in pocket, V12 whistling, chromed out engine, oiled up pistons. Around the edge, who got the Clippers? They do my fade magic like Washington Wizards. So drop the top and spread my wings like a hawk. Nuggets in my ears, spin the Spurs when you walk. One thing about me, never been all talk. Finish around the basket, half man, half maverick, yeah. So amazing, undefeated. Who could see him? Who could beat him? Nobody.
Is he the champion?
I'm a legend, I'm the greatest. Many tried, but they couldn't fade me. Know why?
Is he the champion?
See, I be on my grind. Let's see who first to the finish line.
Is he the champion?
Take my time, and the victory will be mine.
'Cause I'm a champion.
The talented Dallas Mavericks versus the savvy Los Angeles Lakers. It's coming your way on 2K Sports.
Live on 2K Sports here on a Friday night for the NBA. Great to be with you for our broadcast. It's Laker basketball at the Staples Center. Beautiful day outside. We are live in downtown Los Angeles. Starting lineups here, now presented by T-Mobile. Let's take a moment for the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. And as we take a look at Dallas, tell me, Clark, what's going to be the key taking on the Lakers?
Well, Kevin, I think the focus needs to be on keeping a hand in their face and challenging every shot. One of the best teams in the league last season when it comes to field goal percentage. They do a great job executing, so you better be dialed in defensively and focused on locking them down.
On the other side, Clark, how about the Lakers? What will be the key for them?
Perennial MVP candidate Kobe Bryant. What doesn't he do?
Yeah, we know he scores, but you know he's... The Lakers made such a great acquisition, and they got Pau Gasol from the Memphis Grizzlies. I laugh when I see it, as you do too, because you wonder how that even happened.
Yeah, it looked like...
Here's Fisher. to Bynum. He's against Dampier. Bryant from just inside the arc. Kidd grabs the board. Now the Mavericks with it. Marion. It's blocked. Good deed by Artest. And the Lakers have possession. Here's Bryant. It's in.
Kobe Bryant is one of the game's top point makers. But it's not just all about scoring. He scores because his footwork complements his agility, and his savvy and smarts are at the top of the chart.
A foul called, and he earns a trip to the line. You think about Jason Kidd, there was a writer one time who said, you know, he can control a game without even scoring. And that is so true.
Well, they call him the touchdown machine. That's short for triple-double in Jason Kidd's case. But this guy really is. I watched him in high school, Kevin, and he has not changed his game at all. He's the same exact player, rebounding, running the floor, and loving to set up his teammates.
Gets them both. Here's Fisher. 2:54 left in the first. And here is Bryant. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
To the inside. Nowitzki inside. He's up against Gasol. Got a hand on it, and we're going the other way. Nice play by Gasol. And here is Bryant. He's covered by Kidd, and Gasol gets it to go.
These guys are doing an excellent job on offense here at the start of this game. Good shots leading to 4 or 5 shooting.
Here's Kidd. Rips it down off the beautiful pass.
Nice feed inside. Sets his teammate up for the easy deuce.
Picked off by the Mavericks.
The lob was a little misjudged, and he couldn't get control of it. A tough sequence there.
Here's Fisher.
Get up! Get up!
Kobe on the elbow.
Get up!
Here's Odom. Sean Marion grabs the miss.
Not always consistent from mid-range. He just didn't have the right touch there.
Terry hits the tray.
He detected the early opening there and took advantage. That's a smart decision.
Here's Bryant. Can't put an end to the run. Here's Terry. The shot misses. And the Lakers go with it the other way. Bryant cans the shot. He has 6.
Kobe Bryant. There's a lot of meat on Kobe's game, and ironically, his name refers to a steak. He was named after a steak, and that young man has meat on his game for days.
A different group set to go for the Lakers. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. On defense, the Lakers. They trail by 1. Here's Dampier. Drains it from short range.
Well, it's almost impossible to miss when the D is playing that soft.
Here's Odom. Hits the quick shot.
That's exactly what coaches love to see on offense. High percentage shots.
The Mavericks leading. Poked loose. Correa. And Bynum pulls it down.
He's usually automatic from that close. The defense must have affected him.
He's against Nowitzki. Here's Artest. Gets it to the fall.
Speed is only part of the equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
Swing pass. Nowitzki up top. He's guarded by Bynum. And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot. He's extremely deadly from there.
To Gasol. Off the inbound pass. Had a piece of it. Now Gasol. What a buzzer beater.
That's simply a big-time shot right there, Kevin. To have that amount of concentration with the clock winding down is something special. A lot of players don't have that.
The Lakers with the narrow lead.
They're getting the ball up the court quickly and scoring well in early offense. I like the way they're pushing the tempo. If I had to point out an area for improvement, it would be on the offensive glass. They need somebody to get in there, mix it up, and come away with a few extra possessions.
We've reached the end of the first, and it's a barn burner. Still close, though, 16-15. All right, the first quarter had a lot of good action. I think we'll be in for some more here in the second. Let's quickly go over to Cheryl Miller, who spoke with Coach Phil Jackson.
Hey, Kev. He told me that his team is well aware of their tough interior defense and shot blocking, but if we can get them to leave their feet, we'll have a chance to get them into early foul trouble. Guys?
That's good advice, Cheryl. The best way to neutralize the shot blocker is to force him off the court.
It always helps to know your opponent. We'll see how they manage. Here's Kidd. Here's Dampier. Rips it down with both hands.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
Get up! Get up!
Walton
Get
from
up!
just inside the arc. No good. How the Mavericks take it the other way. The break is on. Kidd spiked away. It's going the other way. Nice block by Walton. Here's Bryant. And the rebound goes to Jason Terry.
Kevin, that's the kind of shot you want. You can't ask for better execution on offense, but sometimes they just don't fall.
Here's Kidd. Off the mark from 3.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but I thought it was a pretty good look.
Here's Odom. Sinks it. Well, Lamar Odom has made his tour around the NBA, college at Rhode Island. He's played at Miami with the Los Angeles Lakers, the Clippers. He's been around. Every place he's been very effective. And he seems to really kind of fill a role which they need him to fill.
Yeah, I think he's very comfortable being a second or third option. His versatility lends itself to that. I also think his demeanor and his disposition lends itself to that. He's a guy who doesn't necessarily need to be the go-to guy. He's comfortable in his own skin, knowing what it is he can do and realizing how important that is to his team, even if he's not the so-called marquee guy or star guy. And you've got to have those second or third fiddle guys who are comfortable in producing in that role, and he's one of those guys.
That's a good appraisal. Well, Jason Terry has played point guard. Jason Terry has played the 2 guard. Wherever he plays, he's always been effective.
Yeah, and he's just a player. I don't really think you get caught into categorizing him point guard, 2 guard, starter, reserve. Just find him minutes, put the ball in his hands, and let him make plays for you. And that's what he does. He brings energy and effervescence that's contagious. And he's always upbeat. I mean, this guy is never down, and he's always ready to roll. And that has to be positive for a team. Not to mention, if he gets shots, he's going to give you big numbers.
Here's Fisher. 2:01 left in the second. Bryant. Rebounded by Marion.
They've got to have a little more patience on offense, Kevin. They're rushing.
And here is Marion. Here's Gooden. In close. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers go with it the other way. Here's Bryant. Trains it for 3.
Again, they retake the lead. Incredible momentum swing. Neither team wants to give an inch.
Dallas calls timeout. Some changes there for the Lakers. And so here is Dallas. It's a 3-point game. Nowitzki inside, working on Gasol. Nowitzki's shot is no good.
Well, Kevin, they've been fighting it out for the rebounds here, so far it's an even match in that area.
Now Gasol. He's got 6. Here's Vujicic. He's off from 3. 56 seconds left in the half. And here is Nowitzki. Bynum on it. Baseline jumper, and the shot is good from Nowitzki. And that's right, Clark. Evenly matched rebounding and a close game to show for it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I think as we get deeper into this game, the battle under the basket, which team can control the glass will be a real determining factor.
The song. It counts. And the foul. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that.
First team foul. Gasol, shooting one.
Good for the three-point play. And Dallas has possession, trailing by 4. Here's Barea. Tries to drop it in, but it won't go. The Lakers in the lead.
They'd be smart to hold it now for the last shot.
To Gasol.
Get up!
Here's Fisher. Sean Marion grabs the miss.
The Lakers have been red hot offensively.
Yep, we'll see if they can hold this lead. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 27-23. Okay, it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. All right, let's look at the team stats. Lakers have been able to stake a small lead thus far, thanks to their hustle on defense.
Well, just look at all those rejections. If they can continue to dominate defensively, they'll be hard to beat.
Pau Gasol with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Kevin, you know, it's pretty clear that he means business. I mean, he's focused, he's giving excellent effort, and he's really locked in on winning this ball game.
The start of the second half about to get underway. It's been a great game so far. A lot of action up and down the floor. This second half promises to be the same. The Mavericks trailing. Six seconds to shoot. Nowitzki. And Bynum pulls it down.
The D got a little lucky that time. That's a shot he should have made.
To the baseline. Here's Fisher. Sinks it from about 9 feet out. Sweet touch by the 14th-year veteran out of Little Rock. Knocks it loose. Here's Fisher from short range. Finishes with the soft touch. They're in front, 31-23. Kidd dumps it off to Nowitzki. Nails the easy jumper. He's got 6.
His height is really an advantage on that medium-range jumper. He can just rise up and pop it right over the defenders and get a good shot every time.
Oda is in it powerful. Let's quickly go over to Cheryl Miller, who spoke with Coach Phil Jackson.
Hey, Cal, they're going to get an easy win on us, he said, unless we fix our biggest problem. The team needs to break the game down into quarters. Their goal is to win each quarter individually and not worry about anything else. Now back to our play-by-play analysis. Kev?
Thanks, Cheryl. Here's Fisher. Bryant. Puts the hammer down. 11 points in the game.
There's high percentage shot, and then there are 100% shot. That's as close as it gets right there.
And here is Howard. 2:22 left in the third. And the Mavericks call time here. Terry is in at shooting guard.
Jason Terry.
Here's Kidd. 6 points for him. And here is Nowitzki.
We've seen them make 3 of their first 4 shots. That's good shooting to jumpstart them here.
Bryant from inside. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for two. That's on Jason Terry.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
He knocks down the first one. Clark, when they write the final chapter on Kobe Bryant, where will he rank in this game?
Well, I think he'll be a Hall of Famer, first ballot, no doubt. When you consider the guys that have come into the NBA right out of high school, he will be considered one of the forerunners to having successful careers as a guy who never played in college. Actually, he may go down, when you consider him and LeBron James and some others, he very well could go. Kevin Garnett, he could very well go down maybe as the highest scoring of that group of players to have come into the NBA.
Most spectacular player, maybe of his generation right now. I mean, there's been Dominique, there's been Michael, but now in this generation.
Yeah, maybe I think he'd be right there. As a matter of fact, you could put him in a group of all-time most dynamic and dominating players. Time will tell where those guys end up.
He really needs to hit that consistently, or they'll just keep letting him shoot it.
Here comes Kidd. 6 points for him. Terry, right wing, sinks the open shot. He's got 7. It's a close game here in Los Angeles. Here's Fisher. Kisses it off the glass and in.
Easy look in the paint. The defense got abused there.
Kidd. The shot is off. And it's the Lakers taking it the other way.
This is an obvious 2-for-1 situation. Let's see their clock management skills. Well, he's lighting it up, and that surprises no one. This guy is just a dynamite scorer.
Here's Kidd. Gasol sent that one flying. That's his second block so far.
He's been a go-to guy for him here in the quarter, doing an outstanding job putting the ball in the basket.
Here's Fisher. It's rebounded by Jason Kidd. Here's Dallas. 6-point game. Terry drops it in on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Way to distribute the basketball.
Get up!
Here's Bryant.
Get up!
Rebounded by Howard.
So far in this quarter, he's having a hard time getting it done.
The shot, no good. We've reached the end of the third, and it's been an exciting game. The score, 39-35. Kobe Bryant has played well. 15 points and 2 assists.
Well, Kevin, you don't expect anything less from a player with his ability. Big-time skills in a big-time game leads to a big-time performance. His team needs it, and that's exactly what he's given.
The fourth quarter about to get started here in what's been an entertaining game. Welcome back to what's been a fantastic game. Closely contested by two teams that obviously want to win it very badly as we begin play in this much-anticipated fourth quarter. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Bryant. Can't hit the three-pointer.
Well, it's obvious they've definitely come out ahead when it comes to rebounding in this particular contest. Boxing out, good positioning, and then pursuing the pump.
Here's Fisher. He has 6. And those rebounds, Clark, are talking about they're creating opportunities for them, and it's still a close game.
Yeah, it sure is, Kevin. That's right. It is a close game. This game is a lot closer than it should be, but I still think they need to step it up on the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Kidd after Pau Gasol's bucket. Over Fisher. Kidd, no good.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice, clear look. Just didn't convert.
And here is Bryant. 15 points in the game. Artest on the paint, lays it right in. Nice bucket by the 11th-year veteran out of St. John's. On the wing, Jason Terry. And here is Marion, covered by Artest. The shot by Marion, no good.
Oh, great stop. You know, when you attack a great defender, you got to come with something better than that.
The Mavericks trailing. Here's Terry. Lays it in. Sweet dime to lead into the rack. They close the gap to 4.
Beautiful pass there to find his man streaking up court.
To Bryant. Fires. No luck. And Dallas the other way. 2:15 left in the game. Tipped. Howard. Here's Nowitzki. Kidd leads the game in assists.
So far, nothing the D's thrown at him has been effective. It's been a volcanic eruption.
Artest with the ball.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
The Mavericks will call a full timeout. They're down by 4. 1:54 left to the fourth. Let's quickly go over to Cheryl Miller, who spoke with Coach Phil Jackson.
Thanks, Kev. He wants them to get out in transition. They haven't been getting many fast break points, and he's trying to amp them up and get them running. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Cheryl. Terry with it. 11 points in the game.
He's getting the highlight reel play of the day. Wait a minute. Make that week. Hey, make it the year. Now that was a dunk.
And here is Bryant. Kidd lays out. Gasol from close range flips it in for 2.
Great assist on that basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
Here's Kidd. 6 points for him. Let's loose for 3. Rebound by Ron Artest.
You can't fault that shot since he was wide open, but he may have rushed it just a little bit.
And here is Bryant. He's covered by Kidd. Here's Fisher. Kept alive. Here's Odom. Hooking off the offensive rebound.
Snares the offensive rebound, then sends it home.
The Mavericks call for a 20-second timeout. They're losing by 6. 1:05 left in the game. And here is Marion. He's got 8. Nowitzki backs him down. Terry nails it from close range.
That's too easy. The D's got to get to him about 8 feet further out.
The Lakers clinging to a small lead.
They could use a basket here, Kevin. It's getting close.
Less than 1 minute left. Here's Bryant. Odom to the corner. The Lakers touched it last.
You can't be careless with the ball. That's a loss of focus, plain and simple.
We've seen Jason Terry really have a great game.
He's really giving his team a lift here, providing solid minutes off the bench.
How big is it, Clark, to get a solid contribution off the bench?
I think it's really big because you need everybody to contribute. The starters aren't always going to be able to go the distance, so your backup guys have to come in and play well.
Here's Kidd. He has 6. To Nowitzki. Easy shot. Gasol with the rebound. The Mavericks will go for the intentional foul.
Jason Terry. That's his second personal foul.
The Lakers with an excellent chance to put the nail in the coffin. Rips it down with one hand.
When he gets it that close, forget about it. It's all over.
The Mavericks need every bucket to have a chance.
Time is getting short now. If they don't get some quick points, game over. He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
And here comes Kobe Bryant. He's got 17. The Mavericks commit the intentional foul, and they'll try to extend the game.
That's the right move. Stop the clock and hope they make a mistake you can take advantage of.
Sinks the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Hits them both, and it's a 6-point ballgame.
Clutch free throws there. He drained them all to raise the lead.
The Mavericks take their last timeout. They're trailing by 6. 18 seconds left to the fourth. Clark, what's your take?
You have to be impressed by their tenacity. Still fighting, but the odds are definitely not in their favor. They need to hit a quick shot here, preferably a 3, and then foul.
The Mavericks will foul to stop the clock.
Good decision, Kev. They're playing against 2 opponents now. The other team plus the shot clock.
Gets the first. That puts them up by 5. 2 for 2, and it's a 6-point ballgame.
Talk about a clutch free throw, Kev. That one just might have sealed the game.
Here's Kidd. It's in for 3.
Kevin, that's what you expect from him. When the pressure's at its highest, with the game on the line, that's when he's at his best.
The Mavericks commit the intentional foul, and they'll try to extend the game. Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Perfect from the line, and it's a 5-point ball game.
Huge free throws there, Kevin. He just put this game out of reach.
Here comes Kidd. Not this time. The Lakers win the hard-fought game as they outlast the Mavericks, 57-52. Kobe Bryant is the Jordan Brand player of the game, and some solid numbers.
Yeah, Kevin, he was really stroking it. He shot the lights out, and there was just no one out on the floor who could stop it.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.